Hello everyone, FurrSymphony here again. Recently I asked for questions for a question and answer volume 2 video, and I got quite a few of them in. I would certainly love to answer them right now if I could. The first one is from Batter Cake on Curious Cat. They ask, what are some of your favorite orchestral suites to listen to? My most favorite is probably The Planets by Gustav Holst. Um, I especially like Mars, and I especially like Jupiter of that suite. But outside of that, I definitely love Bolero Ravel, 1812 Overture, Peter and the Wolf, a whole bunch of different songs, a bunch of orchestra tracks. Um, Anon asks, "Boy, how is it you so precious?" I'm not sure. I guess I was just made that way. Is my suit precious, or me, or everything together? Not really sure how to answer that one, but I could imagine who asked it, though. It's a very different question there. Neapolitan Cat asks, what is it about me that made you fall in love for me? Love you, honey. It's kind of hard to read out of this thing, so I think it was just a lot about you. It's really hard to explain why you fall for somebody, but you just kind of do. You were always very kind to me. I always enjoyed talking, and I think we always kind of understood each other when we did talk. You were definitely you're definitely very special to me, and always have been. It's very hard to explain that, but I'm very happy that you're with me, Nia. It's a tough question, but I'd love to answer it absolutely for you one day. I'm sorry if that isn't enough right now, though, but I really do love you. Fursterman asks, what is my favorite animal, if I have one? And this was on for Affinity. Favorite animal, of course, is a wolf. My other favorites are definitely deers, caribou, and I really love birds. I love doves and conures the most in birds. And yeah, I definitely say those. I especially love wolves because I am one. A blue one, though. Taylor asks on for Affinity how I found the fandom. I do believe I answered that on the last one, but I'll answer it again. I met somebody back in the late 90s on an IRC chat, and he showed me his persona, and I had always thought it would look very interesting, and I just kind of kept up and kept checking the fandom and kind of been in it on and off. Not quite to the extent that I'm in it now, but I had always been pretty fascinated by it, and I certainly enjoy being in it to this day. It's absolutely a great fandom, and even how I found it, I'm really happy that I did, and I continue enjoying it to this day. Arctic Okami on for Affinity asked several questions, and we'll go through them. What kind of editing software are you using? I use DaVinci Resolve for video editing, and I use Photoshop for photo editing. DaVinci Resolve is an insanely nice program for free. I definitely enjoy using it, and it was pretty quick to learn, and I've kind of really gotten into using it. It's great. Photoshop is great too for photos. What kind of mic am I using? It is a Blue Yeti microphone. They are fantastic. They pick up everything. If I have a fan on in the other room, it'll pick up the fan in the other room. So you basically got to catch a middle ground on them and just hope for the best on the audio. They're definitely very strong, and they're fantastic for the price. I'd definitely recommend one quite a bit. He also asks what kind of keyboard I am using. I don't know the exact model, but it is a Corsair. It's a smaller model that I could fit on my computer desk. It doesn't have the numbers key, or the numbers pad for the numbers keys. So it's a much smaller one, and it has the LEDs that, of course, you can see swirling around and doing all kinds of different crazy colors. I'll have to get a actual number and model number for you, and I'll put that in the description when I can, if you actually want to buy one of them. It's a fantastic mechanical keyboard. I couldn't recommend it enough. It's really fantastic. I've enjoyed having it. And our final question is from Lucky on Twitter. He simply asks if I speak other languages. Unfortunately not. I know a little bit of some languages, just picking it up from being around it or listening to things in it, but I don't know any languages fully straight up. I guess if I ever chose to do fully one, I would definitely do Japanese. I know it's a kind of a everybody wants to do language nowadays, but I've always thought it was a very elegant language, even beyond the fandoms that it has, as far as anime and Japanese movies and such. But I've always enjoyed it, and I'd love to learn it, but I don't think I would ever actually have the time or the energy to actually learn another language. I really wish I did, though. So I just know English and bad English, I guess. That's about it, though. I thank you guys all for the questions. They were really fun to answer, and I hope that I can get more at some point and keep answering them for you guys. I really appreciate it a whole lot, and I thank everybody for helping out the channel, helping it grow, and hopefully it continues to grow. Thank you very much, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.